With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule.
So the Prime Minister and the government has also a lot of power to even refuse the Queen's advice or decision.
Yes, Master.
So the Queen was more or less like a symbol of the monarchy, and most of the political decisions came from the government, Prime Minister, Parliament, etc.
Yes, Master.
I swear by Almighty God.
And even, you see, appointing the Prime Minister of England, like the latest one, Madame Liz Truss, they picked her first, and then they presented her to the Queen.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan, 'cause we have to enact justice.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English, with subtitles in Arabic, or Lexese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian. Eakwe means how are you in Tuvaluan. My name is Gepano. The easygoing Tuvaluans value your friendship and are grateful to you for doing your part to help preserve life on Earth by following the peaceful vegan lifestyle. Tuvalu is an archipelago of 9 tiny islands located just south of the equator in the South Pacific Ocean. It is one of the smallest and most remote nations in the world, with one airport in Funafuti, its capital. This wondrously beautiful region offers a peaceful environment that is ideal for the rest and relaxation of visitors and locals alike. Tuvalu is one of the few countries in the world whose landscape is comprised entirely of coral atolls, which are island reef areas that often encircle protected saltwater lagoons. This creates a spectacular marine environment containing dolphin people, whale people, and colorful tropical fish people. The culture of Tuvalu is unique, with an emphasis on friendliness and a lifestyle of being close to nature. The pandanus plant, which can grow at sea level as well as at elevations up to 3,300 meters, 10,800 feet, is a source of food, crafts, and clothing for Tuvaluans. Baskets are woven from pandanus leaves, as are traditional dresses. Tuvaluans are also famous for their music and dancing. A Tuvaluan dance song, Tafetele, is the highlight of local events that often take place in traditional meeting houses, such as the one in Funafuti, which is called the Hand of Friendship Meeting Hall. What a heartening experience it was, spending time with you learning about Leisurely Tuvalu, light-hearted viewers. May all humans work together to create a peaceful and sustainable world where all living beings can thrive in joy and oneness. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we're aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-people friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. On September 19, 2022, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled The British Monarchy Should Be Respected and Appreciated, Part 6 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, held in English.
Đêm qua ta mơ chăn gối hiền hòa, trầm thoáng hương đưa ngày đó mặn mà. Người còn bên ta, tình còn bao la, tình còn bao la.
So all the people who protest against the monarchy or against His Majesty, the new King Charles III, should think twice before they take any action to steer problems in a peaceful and good country.
Yes,
Yes,
I understand.
Many people envy England and want to come to live in England. So if they are British, they live in England, they should be happy, be proud.
That's right, Master.
And there will always be some little problems here and there, but one king cannot do everything. It depends on many factors and the decisions from the Parliament and the English government as well. Even the Queen, they should not blame her for anything. She doesn't have all the power to decide everything concerning political issues. For example, they arrange whom she has to meet to shake hands with, to talk with, even though she doesn't want to. Legend has it that one time, people saw that she had to hide behind the bushes in Buckingham Palace garden because she did not want to talk to one of the world's leaders again, one more time. She hid from him. People could not find her. Yeah. Yeah, she had to hide. She had no power to even refuse. She hid herself because she didn't want to talk to that person again because she didn't like that president at that time. And he was supposed to be one of the bad ones. You do research on that and then you will know.
Yes, Master.
She could see the Ceausescus coming the other way and thinks, I can't face talking to them. So for the first and only time in her life, she actually hides in a bush in the palace garden to avoid her own guests.
The Queen puts up with having many different people, but Ceausescu was too much.
The Queen could not refuse. She had to hide herself, so she wouldn't have to talk to him again one more time. She could not just do everything she wanted. Even, for example, if there's some unrest somewhere, like Kenya or something, they will report to her differently. They will say, oh, these kind of people, they are terrorists, they're killing this and that people, they're killing that government, and now we have to take an army to quell this terrorist approach that makes unrest in the country of Kenya, for example, like that. She cannot say, oh no, you cannot.
Yes, understand.
Even though she's a queen, but she doesn't have the power everywhere in all departments of the government to make decisions.
Yes.
So people should understand more about this complicated and difficult political body of the world, to be appreciative of a good king that you really had in the world.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
There's one time Her Royal Highness Princess Anne, Queen Elizabeth II's daughter,
Yes.
I read in the news that she said the Queen told her that, sometimes she didn't agree. If she could not agree with the Prime Minister or the government about doing something, and she could not argue out of it, then she just let it be. She just let them be. Let them do it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So the Prime Minister and the government has also a lot of power to even refuse the Queen's advice or decision.
Yes, Master.
So the Queen was more or less like a symbol of the monarchy, and most of the political decisions came from the government, Prime Minister, Parliament, etc.
Yes,
Master.
I swear by Almighty God.
And even, you see, appointing the Prime Minister of England, like the latest one, Madame Liz Truss, they picked her first, and then they presented her to the Queen.
Yes, Master.
It wasn't the Queen who picked her, so they presented her to the Queen, and the Queen just agreed to it and let her be Prime Minister. I doubt she could just refuse Madame Liz Truss and say, no, I don't want her. I don't think the Queen could say, oh no, kick her out. Get Boris Johnson back for me. For example, like that. So people who blame the Queen and hate the Queen as the colonizer head and all that, they should not, okay? They should not. She was a very good queen.
Understand, Master.
Yeah, she was loving. Because if she was not, all the people who worked around her would have not talked so well about her after she died.
Yes.
And during her reign also, during her time of life on earth as well, nobody has said anything bad about the Queen at all, including all the household. The household people are the ones who should know her the most.
Yes,
Master.
She was a wonderful boss. We used to put up a red box every evening, and we knew that she would have been through them and it would be back on our desk the next morning at 8 o'clock. It was extraordinary how she did this day after day throughout her reign.
She changed the role of monarchy by introducing the idea of voluntary service into the official role of monarchy.
Her Majesty is one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. For somebody of her age, the things she was doing, the events she was attending, sometimes 3 events in a day, it was absolutely remarkable.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it was fun being a private secretary, and one of my predecessors said you never come out of your morning session with the Queen feeling worse than when you went in. She had a sense of humour. She was very interested in people.
It was my privilege to see Her Majesty quite a lot, and in all those interactions there was a courtesy and a humanity and a kindness that I'll remember forever.
In a way, I didn't have an apprenticeship. My father died much too young. It was all a very sudden kind of taking on and making the best job you can.
And all the politicians in England are still respectful to her.
I think millions of us are trying to understand why we are feeling this deep and personal and almost familial sense of loss. Perhaps it's partly that she's always been there, a changeless human reference point in British life, the person who, all the surveys say, appears most often in our dreams, so unvarying in her pole star radiance that we have perhaps been lulled into thinking that she might be in some way eternal. But I think our shock is keener today because we are coming to understand in her death the full magnitude of what she did for us all. And think of what we asked that 25-year-old woman all those years ago. Not just to be the living embodiment in her DNA of the history and continuity and unity of this country, but to be the figurehead of our entire system, the keystone in the vast arch of the British state, a role that only she could fulfill because in the brilliant and durable bargain of the constitutional monarchy, only she could be trusted to be above any party political or commercial interest and to incarnate impartially the very concept and essence of the nation. Think what we asked of her and think what she gave. She showed the world not just how to reign over a people, she showed the world how to give, how to love, and how to serve. And that impulse to do her duty carried her right through into her 10th decade to the very moment in Balmoral, as my right honourable friend has said, only 3 days ago, when she saw off her 14th Prime Minister and welcomed her 15th. And I can tell you, in that audience, she was as radiant and as knowledgeable and as fascinated by politics as ever I can remember, and as wise in her advice as anyone I know, if not wiser. And over that extraordinary span of public service, with her naturally retentive and inquiring mind, I think, and doubtless many of the 15 would agree, that she became the greatest statesman and diplomat of all. And I know I speak for other Prime Ministers when I say that she helped to comfort and guide us, as well as the nation. And it is that indomitable spirit with which she created the modern constitutional monarchy. An institution so strong and so happy and so well understood, not just in this country, but in the Commonwealth and around the world, that the succession has already seamlessly taken place. And the fact that today we can say with such confidence, God save the King, is a tribute to him, but above all to Elizabeth the Great, who worked so hard for the good of her country, not just now, but for generations to come. That is why we mourn her so deeply. And it is in the depths of our grief that we understand why we loved her so much.
And when they come to her, they should do some cursing. But she did not expect that. She shook their hand anyway.
Yes, Master.
But those people, they should do some courtesy. You know, it's a good tradition, respectful to the elderly. Why not, huh?
Yes.
If any Prime Minister comes to the Queen and show arrogance or disrespect or not courtesy, I would feel a little less respectful towards that Prime Minister, myself.
Yes, agree.
Because the Queen is a human like every one of us, maybe, but her title, her representation, her position, the meaning of her position in her title should be respected.
Understand, Master? Yes.
Yeah, because it's represented by her.
Yes, Master.
If I see the Queen myself, I would do a courtesy to show respect. That doesn't hurt you. It just shows that you are educated and that you have humility in your heart. That's all.
Yes.
Right, Master.
People can ruin you with their adoration. or their worship, their admiration, their esteem. So if you become some kind of leader or famous, you have to watch out for your ego in case it becomes inflated unintentionally. It will ruin your life. That's one of the reasons why I don't let any of you prostrate to me or worship me in any way.
Yes, Master.
Understand, Master.
Yeah. Well, it's your freedom. You do what you want, but not that I encourage or allow or let you do it on purpose or in front of me.
Yes, Master.
All right. But anyway, I talk a lot as usual. Just because you guys are good listeners. I'm not sure anybody else even listens. All right, love. Any other questions? Are you happy with all my answers up to now?
Yes, Master. Yes, we are happy, Master.
All right. You see, the monarchy should be respected, appreciated, and sustained, because you can see the Queen. She's the Queen of England and some countries. At the moment, only 14 countries of the Commonwealth, but people all over the world who don't even know her, who never even care about royalty, they're all lined up in the street, many, many miles long. Some had to wait 24 hours to pay respect to her coffin.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, Master.
So this is the right thing, you know. You don't have to go and pay respect and wait for 24 hours, but still, she was someone that people loved and respected. She brought this kind of, positive energy to the world.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Because he was kind and good.
Yes.
So her son shouldn't be too far from that quality.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They should support him. Yeah? Tell me, what else you want to suggest or ask me or argue with me?
I have an article that defends the Queen. It says the Queen's presence was a key part of making decolonization possible.
So she's the one who helped this to happen?
Yes, she helped make the colonies become independent.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that in some subtle ways. She did what she could.
Yes.
She could not do everything all in one go, of course. But, when the situation was favorable, she did what she could to help others to be independent. What use is it to her if she rules some more countries or like?
Yes, Master.
What's the use? She has everything she needed. She was a contented person. She was busy with her job and busy loving all the animals she could. She had geese, she had horses, she had dogs. And others, in numbers.
Yes.
And she had the whole country to take care of and her household to instruct things, and she had many meetings with the parliament, with the prime minister, with the government people, with the church people, all kinds of things. And she had her family, children to take care of, her grandchildren and all that. Why would a person like that even want to expand her rule or have more countries to rule?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. A tree laden with fruit would be bending down, not standing upright.
Yes, Master.
And she was a tree laden with good fruit. And the proof is that England, the whole world, tuned into the program of the Queen, was standing in the freezing night for 24 hours or many, many hours on end, just to show respect to her coffin even, not even a live person.
Yes, Master.
Such a person deserves respect and honor, not anything else.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Prince Philip called her the psychotherapist of the Commonwealth, that she knows all the leaders, she hears their problems, and they see her as a kind of mother figure.
Mother, wife, queen. The job requires Elizabeth to play them all, and much more besides. Yet despite being the most famous face on earth, being monarch can be an isolating job.
You are guardian of a whole heap of secrets you can't even share with your husband. You spend a lot of time with strangers. You are expected to know exactly why you're somewhere, why the people you're speaking to are there. I think it's a very lonely job, a very lonely job.
And if the Queen was really a colonizer at heart and all that, why could India become free, independent?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And Singapore or Malaysia, when they were together, Singapore, Malaysia, and many other countries, many countries became independent. It was like 30-something, and now only like 14. So many have already become independent. You can't blame the Queen for anything, absolutely. Nada, nix, niente, zero.
Yes, Master.
That's my opinion. And people can protest against me if they want. Welcome. I just tell the truth, truthful to my heart. And my heart always dictates to me what to do.
Yes, Master.
And my heart is truthful. All right, my love. Then it's good. Thank you for that article that supports what I have told you.
Yes, thank you, Master.
Did you read the article? Yeah, you did, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought I heard it, but then I thought, did I hear it? Yeah. Your master is getting older and has too much work and too much stress sometimes, running around, sometimes finding a peaceful, safe place to work. It's not always easy.
Yes, Master. Understand, Master.
Đêm qua ta mơ theo cánh nhạn hồng, lạ lướt mây xanh, thanh thang trời lộng, một đời thong dong, một đời thong dong.
The myth of the sick, malnourished vegan simply isn't true. The Honourable Emma Hurst, vegan.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
Some time ago, when I had to go out and live in a hotel or use a taxi, I treated them all with friendliness and respect, and they really loved it so much. So they doted on me. The taxi driver, every time he brought me out from a hotel to go to some restaurant to buy some food, I would always also buy one portion for him. I said, I know your wife already prepared for you something, but you can have this extra later because you work until late at night. Maybe you feel hungry before you come home. Or if not, you can bring it home and eat with your wife.
Charming viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled The British Monarchy Should Be Respected and Appreciated, Part 6 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May your selfless work in spreading the message of compassionate living help to awaken your fellow humans to their true loving nature.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.